It looks like we're ready to go with this. With the Creative Chaos today. Okay. That doesn't want to stay there. So let's find a nice place to work today. I don't have any ideas. I pulled out a picture so far, this one. I just thought it was funny. It made me smile. So, I hope everybody, this is, what is today? Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. I have to cook breakfast today. Today is a breakfast cooking day. Okay. How about right here? Do it. This is the page we're going to work on. We'll see what we come up with in terms of uh-oh. I set something off over here. Must have brushed a button. Okay. So I've got a pile of medium-sized images. That's not even all of them, but let's start with that pile and see. What we might want to use. I'm going to grab a little clamp here and just try and clamp down that so it doesn't, you can't get the images, they'll just slide right off. So let's start with that there and see what else we might want to. And I'll put them up here so you can kind of see them as we, woo! Not on the floor though. That's too much work for this time of day. So we're just looking at things, maybe that kind of go together, or they don't have to go together, just like them. Oh, look at how calm that lake is. Those big old lake houses on the... Okay. So let's see. Oh, I like that. Little daisy. Are any of you really good at chess? I never learned. My brain just doesn't work that way. I know it's like a game of logic and skill, and it speaks to intelligence, but it's never been my jam. I'm going to move this for a second. I like this kind of orangey cocktail thing going on here. So I'll put it over here, but we're probably going to put it on this orange page. I kind of like that. Ooh, I like that. Places to sit and enjoy the day while people are kind of doing their thing. Got to have a little bit of good food. Meditation is always good. Okay, this would be good for our Facetini. Let's set that aside over here. I finished up about 4 weeks worth of videos for the Facetini. That could be fun on the orange page, maybe. I'm just pulling things. We always start with too much and then pare down, right? It's better to have too many things than not enough. There's a picture of some myrtle trees. A whale breaching the surface. Let's see. Oh, it just says us. Nebulous us. Okay. Penguins. Oh, there's a fun bird. So I think we probably at this point have enough. I'll set these off to the side here in case we figure out we need another image. I don't think we will, though. I think we'll actually have too many. And I do like this with, we're going to have some white space naturally. But that's a little big, okay. I do like him better right there. I'd like to find something long and thin to go here, or we'll have to go with maybe some fabric or a strip of washi. So I'm going to go back to the images and I'm going to flip way back. See if I can't find something that will go there. We've got a person skiing. That doesn't really go there. I don't like it as a grouping. What about that? Now, what if we put that? Not quite skinny enough. Oh, that's a terrible thing to say. I just call that image fat, essentially. I'm a bad person. I don't think I'm going to have anything tall and narrow that's going to fit the bill here. So we'll have to look at something else to fill it. Maybe some trim or a word. We could put a word. That would be cool. Okay. So we're gonna start by inking. I love to ink it, ink-a-doo. I'm in an inky mood. All right. It's the last third of the month. It's the 20th of August. I feel like it's been a million years and only a few days at the same time. I went to bed at 8:30 last night. My meals are sad now. There was they were talking about maybe making bratwurst, but Alice was not feeling well, and Mike worked his butt off all day. Grocery store chores, clean up dog poo, and it was trash day. And he's got an endless self-appointed honey-do list, and he was just too tired to cook, and else wasn't feeling good. So I ate a sandwich. I don't know what everybody else ate. I think Sandy ate a hamburger. I think I went to bed before Mike and Els ate, so I have no idea. I was at least in my room at that time, but I went to bed at 8:30, and I had to drag my ass. And here's the thing, I fell asleep fairly quickly. I don't remember being awake for a while or anything like that, but I had to drag my ass out of bed this morning at 4 o'clock. I'm going to tell you the truth. I didn't drag my ass out of bed at 4 o'clock. I dragged my ass out of bed at 5:12. So I went to bed at 8:30, and let's say I was in bed. I was sound asleep by 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got about 8 hours of sleep. I don't need to feel bad about that, right? It's not like I was sleeping excessively. Okay, so we're going to start with this image of this girl with her. Oh, look at that one. I'm fairly normal in my hairstyles. I've had it boy short, and I've had it waist length. I've never had it longer than waist length. That's a lot of work on your hair. You probably need help washing it. Oh my gosh. If you have a lot of hair, that would be exhausting. And heavy. No wonder those Victorian ladies were always serious. They had some heavy ass hair. I bet that was like the equivalent of taking off your bra. let your hair down. Although there were also corsets at one point, so I don't think anything be more relieved to get that shit off you. All right. Love that little flower image there. Okay. So just kind of a simple page. But fun nonetheless. Let me pull this off here for a second so that I can line it up closer to the corner there. Okay. And here we go. Our brightly colored bird there. Here we go. Okay, so let's push this over a little bit and just get a little start here. That eye zombie at the middle of season 3, a little heavy. All right, so then we were going to do that like that. And I think we're going to go here, here, and there. Okay. I just want to, I want to try and keep in my mind what order I'd like them in. Because otherwise you wind up with weird gaps. Weirdness. I want to look through my small images for something to maybe put right there. So how is your guys' Tuesday going? I'm going to do something with biscuits for breakfast, I think. Tried to pin down Mike what he'd like to have for breakfast yesterday. He's like, chef's choice, I don't care. Food for no effort. So I'll make some biscuits, and I think we'll do sandwiches today and biscuits and gravy on Saturday. Because there'll be enough. I've decreased what I'm eating. So yesterday was a very boring food day. I had my oatmeal with the last of my granola and a teaspoonful of peanut butter down from a tablespoon. I want the protein in it, but it's got a lot of sugar too. So I had a little honey in it. Where's my piece of paper that I use for? Whoa, no, you don't. Things trying to escape me. This will work. So oatmeal with some granola and peanut butter. And then around 10:30. So I had that I had the oatmeal around 8 after my live. We start at 6:30 and we end around 7:30. Wow, only 15 minutes. I looked up at the clock. So yeah, oatmeal, peanut butter, and granola. Round 8. And then it was like 1:15. I made a sandwich, ham sandwich on toasty bread, because I got squishy bread issues. You guys know that. And then for dinner, another ham sandwich, which was very late. I would not have waited that late if I hadn't been waiting on the possibility of bratwurst. Because I think I ate like maybe 45 minutes before I went to bed, and that's never a good thing. Oh, I think I wanted to leave a little space there. Fudge. Now I'm going to look for a tiny image here and a tiny image there in my smalls. And we'll maybe see if in there's a couple of small things that could go there. So let me grab the smaller images. I left the bucket behind mine. I might be able to, no, I don't think I can reach it from here without getting up. How lazy is that? I don't want to get up to get it so lean over. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so maybe a person? That could be fun. Ooh, I do. I like that. Okay. Problem solved there. And then we've got the small images left over from yesterday when I pulled out ones for the face of Teeny. That video those videos that I filmed yesterday will be airing over the next few weeks. I've made them a half an hour. It's like a 70s disco thing. How fun is that? Let's do that one right there. Keeping it fun, right? Okay, so now we're looking for just something tiny here. And I know we have some very, very tiny ones. We've got a little square one, but I'm looking for something maybe more. Not even looking at content. I'm mostly just looking at size. Maybe. Okay, let's just leave that right there for a second. There's a very grand house. We'll see. We shall see. Oh, I think I see one that's maybe. Nope. Got excited. I thought it wasn't oriented the right way. Okay, what about it's a cherry tree in blossom? It's a tiny cherry tree. Tiny picture of it. Let's see. Stretched out over, with the lake in the background. Do 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 do. There's a picture of a door, but I think that's a little big. I really kind of want something very small. I don't know that we're going to find it in here, but I know where we might find it if it's not in here. In those images out of that travel magazine Carla sent me. I know we had a couple of very tiny images of like houses and things like that. Yeah, I think these are okay. So let's go ahead and I'm going to put these small ones back in their little bucket. I think I'm going to keep the cherry trees unless we find something better in another pile. Let me grab that. Not wanting to come. I need 2 hands. I gotta get up for that. There we go. Oh, maybe. Don't flip over and fall. know we've got some tiny ones in here. It's just a matter of finding the right one that we want. We still need to ink and glue that one. Ooh, you know what? I think I'm going to put this quote here instead. It says, "You have chaos in your soul and lightning in your veins. You, my dear, were made for wild, magical things." Aaron Matlock. I very much like that. So we'll save the magnolia trees for another time. And we'll continue our search for a tiny image to go there. There doesn't have to be anything there. I just feel like it needs something, you know? That's still a little bigger than I'd like, but that would work. Here's one. Okay. Oops. I don't like that one. I actually did like that one better. So maybe let's just go with it. Let's not overthink it. Let's not go too far with that. Okay. So we're going to add that on there. And this one too. So let's go ahead and ink those edges. It is. The lights are obscuring their faces, but they're doing like the Saturday Night Fever thing there. Okay. So now let's do some stuff down. Ooh, whoa. Not on top, silly. Just had a moment. Leave it to me. Try and glue the image down backwards. In the back, it's not even another picture, it's words. Awkward. All right. So that is finished for the day. Oh, I almost forgot. Almost forgot the quote. Oh no. We're going to need a little more ink. But I do like the way the quote looks, one. I like the sentiment of it. It's definitely in keeping with the chaos and the fun. And I think I'm going to go ahead and use liquid glue, even though this is very small, because this is glossy paper. So it's a tiny bit thicker, and we don't want to have it try and escape. No escapey. Okay. Oh, I forgot to. Jesus. If my head wasn't attached. Just going to ink around the edges. Oh, I'm going to grab my scissors here. There's a couple of pointy spots on this lady's head. Let's just try and round those a tiny little bit. She did not originally have a pointy head. It's just easy to make small things pointy with the scissors, not intentionally. Just rounding off a few hard places where there don't need to be any. And then just a quick running over the edges with the okay, I think we've got, that's good. Glue her down. And we'll try not to rip her legs off while we're doing it. That's easy to do while you've got it glue and it's all floppy. To rip their little heads off and their little legs off. And if they have arm action going on, you could definitely accidentally do that. Let's push her over just a smidge. Okay. And then let's carefully press down on her legs and smooth her out. There we go. There. Now it's officially glued down. All right. So let me hold it so that it's not got all the glare on it, hopefully. There we go. Minimum glare. So let's bring it up. We've got some cocktails. And that's not glare, that's the way it's lit. There's like disco lights going on. A fun street scene and some tikis. Not tikis, with her little bit of crazy hair going on there. Then our cutout lady, our quote, our bird, and our little flower. That's our whole little creative chaos today. We brought some joyful images together out of a pile of chaotic just stuff. All right, so I am going to put this to dry, and we'll pop out the desk cleanup book, shall we? Or, you know what, first, I wanted to bring this one back out from yesterday. I pulled some more big images this morning while I was waking up. So I've got these, a field of, I don't know what those are. Those are prickly though. I don't think I'll ever be able to do something like that, but holy cow. The dog howling and the kid playing the harmonica. I'm going to try and find a way, but it's almost, we may have to go this way with it. When you're wicked, but you got, you know, you're a fashionista at the same time. I just love the color of the stockings with the ridiculous shoes. I have a thing for palm trees. I don't want to stay in the desert, but I love palm trees. And just a happy baby face. Who doesn't love happy baby face? And then you guys said this looked like Zool's bed, and we kept it out of one of those magazines. And I'd like to find a place for her because she's big, but it's funny. It's a Skechers ad. So I thought we might look for places to glue these things down in this bigger book that we made. You know, you guys made this with me at some point. I'm going to put just a little tack of glue right there because it's lifting up. And that will help it settle down some. Okay. There we go. So we made this. We just did a collage on a file folder. And then I didn't know what to do with the file folder after that. So I made it into a book. This was a while ago. It's undated. I gotta learn to start dating my shit somewhere on the page, right? Okay, so This is some stuff we glued down yesterday. Things falling over up here. We glued down this pink hotel over here. Next to this. A cemetery and mausoleum, I do believe is what's in there. Maybe let's find something here that we like. Let's see. I think I want to put this on here. So you got to trim it down just a smidge. I'm going to grab my paper trimmer. So, unsurprisingly, I'm going to have oatmeal again today. That's my go-to for the morning. And it's supposed to be good for you. There's no protein in it is the only problem. I'm going to cut off. No, I'm going to leave it like that. I think that's fine. I think that is fine. So let's just ink the edges real quick. Later we'll come back and maybe we'll doodle on the pages. We'll add some words, maybe some quotes and stuff like that to make it more finished. So there's also nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with having a book full of pictures you like. Okay. I filled my glue twice yesterday. That's how much we glued. But that was I was filming videos, so normally I wouldn't use that much glue in. That's a couple weeks worth of work. Plus the morning chaos, and we did a little bit at the serial killer. I refilled just before we came live for the serial killer. Murder Monday, I hope that wasn't too graphic, and then I did an okay job explaining everything yesterday. The videos, I really feel like, especially that second one, do a real spot on job with him, and just how simultaneously ridiculous and horrifying that whole situation was. I mean, imagine a full buy-in on I'm invisible. I can just go past the police checkpoint. But they'd gone, such a long time, a couple of years, really, without any consequences for what they were doing. And I imagine there was some drug use going on, Okay. Very good. It's just a field of wildflowers. I know these have a name. I just can't think of what it is. They're little prickly balls. That doesn't sound right, but you know what I mean. That's right, I said it. Prickly balls. Do we want to put Zool's bed on a nice black background? Yeah, I think we will. I think that we will. I would not sleep on this monstrosity. Would not be my first choice. Wouldn't even be my 85th choice. Can you imagine trying to keep this polished? Oh my God. I wonder sometimes when fashion people do this kind of stuff, they make these. Who's cleaning that? It's probably certainly not the person sleeping in it. If you've installed something like this, and it is installed on the ceiling, you can see where it's it's crazy. Crazy stuff. It almost makes you wonder if it's not just a showpiece and then they take it down and they melt it or make it into other things, or if that's really for somebody's home. If somebody special ordered that, or they allowed a designer that much freedom. Can you imagine saying, I like these things, and coming home and there's this giant, shiny silver bed? It doesn't even feel relaxing. But it is ostentatious. There's a little spot of glue in here. Okay. Okay. So we could come in and do a little border around that. I need to find a few more images here to finish this out, but I like where it's going so far. I'm going to leave some flexibility. That's from one of those, you know, I think it was called I Swallowed a Spider. So, but I love the little witchy poo right there. Okay, so let's, I don't really care for this particular photograph. A lot of the photographs I'm going to leave as is. Oh, and I don't even think we need to trim him, isn't he? Look at his little fat little baby face. He's so happy. He's probably farting. Babies. Oh, I got to ink the edges. Inky, inky, inky. I should maybe make another one of these file folder ones. That was that was one of our creepy collage sessions, which we haven't done one of those in like 900 years. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but it's been a while. Do. And creepy stuff does make me happy. What are you guys up to? What's making you happy these days? You know, life's not all pickles and sunshine. What gets you through the day these days? Is it a song, a vibe, a bunch of coffee? I'm going on rom-com, stand-up comedy, and apparently ham sandwiches. But also you guys help me. There's a little bit of ink got on there. So I'm just, there we go. And a little smudgy on his little happy face. Look, it's so cute. With his little chubby cheeks that you just want to pinch. Or is it just me? Okay, I think we could do the palm tree next to the, we need to, that's a little too close. I'm going to go ahead and trim just a smidge more off this side, I think. I think the palm tree will be good next to the elephants. Love the elephants. That's out of that travel magazine. Oh, Carla. Oh, I wish I could afford a subscription, but it's out of my price range. The images are so gorgeous, though. And it's quarterly, so it's like a 4 times a year thing. Ink. I gotta get back on Instagram too, you guys. I don't know what content to put on there. Like, I don't really. Looking for the glue. I got a packet of crackers up there. It's the same color as the glue bottle. I almost picked it up and tried to glue with it. I'm going to tell you. That's where my brain's at. Oh, this side would have been nice too. More water than tree. There's the tree right there. The close-up of the tree is this tree over here. Cool. I just like palm trees photograph well, I guess. And it always kind of speaks to, I think you get an idea. You know, most people think of palm trees as a vacation thing. It's tropical or exotic locations, not the trees themselves. They're all exotic. They're prima donnas. Look at my fronds. Okay. Just being silly, sorry. Okay, now we've got, so we could put this on here and then add some other stuff, right? So I don't want to cut the shoes. I can't get that off there without cutting the shoe off. So maybe we'll find other images. So we're going to ink this and we're going to glue it in here, and then we'll look for, or perhaps stumble across, some others that will fit the bill to go on this page. There's certainly plenty of room. I'm not going to look today. This is one of those occasional glue books where you pull it out and you're like, I've got a pile of stuff I want to put in there. But I'll keep in mind that there's witches' shoes in here. I'm sure that's not how this was originally built. It's some kind of fashion ad. But let me see what it says over here on the side that I'm not bothering to read. Heels. Dries Van Noten. Tights. Emilio Cavallini. Production. Jules Cry at Lambert. Styling. Theophily Hermond. For more shopping information, go to bazaar.com/credits. So there's some kind of schmancy ass shoes. Love the tights though. Love the color. I don't think I could pull it off, but to be young and thin. I think once I said, like, I think of myself as I've always kind of liked the hippie chic, boho, down to earth kind of style. But now at my age, I feel like I'm more or less rocking the homeless bag lady look. Somewhere you cross a line, right? So let's get that. I want to go ahead and get that once more. Okay. Here we go. How fun is that? So that leaves us plenty of room to add in other photos, and so in the future, I hope that we can uncover or cover that, but also add to the fun. Maybe we'll find other fun shoes and stockings, and just never know. I love this face that we put on yesterday with these trees over here. And there's just no way I'm covering up the photo of the cemetery that looks over either the ocean or a big lake. Because you can see all the little markers and then the ones that are closer to the top. It's a nice photo. And then I love these trees with the ice on them. So awesome. So I don't think I'm going to put Yoga Lady next to that. I think this might work okay in the desk cleanup book. Uh-oh, we're over our time. Let's find a place for Yoga Lady. Probably not next to the Depressing Boat. Although that's probably going to get covered up. I'm not absolutely in love with that. Maybe we put Yoga Lady next to Sunglasses Lady. If we put her at the bottom, we leave room for something at the top. So let's ink her up. And then we'll add stuff tomorrow to the desk cleanup. I just happened to find these big images. I'm like, oh, I should glue them down while I know where that book is. Knowing where your book is half the battle. I really wish I were fit enough or, balanced enough to do something like that. That is a lot hard. Like the look on her face, I don't think matches it takes a lot to hold poses like that. It's a lot of core strength in there. Not to mention arm strength, and it's quite a feat. All right, so we're wrapping this up while I'm gluing over here. I hope that you guys have an amazing Tuesday, or had if you're watching this later. Have a great Wednesday as well. Hump day, right? I will not be live this evening, but there will be a video up for the teeny tiny. The teeny tiny. The tiny teeny. The mini collage roll on the receipt thing. Tomorrow I'll be live for a magazine harvest after Rosemary 7:15. And then we'll be doing, there'll be a video on Thursday. And on Friday, we'll do Hanging in the Hollow. Not sure what we're going to do yet. I haven't reached that decision. But there, we've got some fun stuff glued down. And I'll leave this book to sit, loosely. Let the stuff dry and give it a flip through before I put it away to make sure nothing's stuck. I guess we could leave it here. Let's leave it on the witch's socks, right? Fun stuff. Thanks if you have watched all the way to the end. You are amazing and awesome people. And I love getting chances to hang out with you and yap at you, whether you're in the room or you're not. However you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you guys the happiest of crafting. Bye, 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 bye. The end. Let's push the button. Push that button.